Cap from Israel, the Jerusalem report. In terms of the World Cup, I would say that Turkey has given a red card to Israel, and they probably deserved it. The question is, why?
Sorry, the World Cup? The
red
card.
A red card. The question is about a red card. Why? The question in Washington, I guess also in Israel, is why was Israel singled out for the red card? There are many bad guys in the Middle East who violate all kinds of treaties, human rights, whatever. So the question is, why did Turkey single out Israel?
Turkey and the speakers this morning have you described this very special balancing role that Turkey has been in position to play. And yet it seems that the reason that many people perhaps in the United States are wondering whether Turkey has moved to one side of the balance has a lot to do with language and atmospherics. For example, when right after the Iranian elections, Prime Minister Erdogan embraced President Ahmadinejad when the victory was under question, when massive human rights violations were going on at home, or some of the very, very strong language that has been used about Israel with Nazi comparisons and swastika and these buzzwords. Whatever mistakes Israel may have committed, the language seems to indicate a line crossed that goes beyond this very serious issue of whether Israel breached international law. Can you comment on the language, a lot of it used by Prime Minister Erdogan, and the appearance that Turkey is choosing sides rather than simply trying to keep peace in the neighborhood?
Okay, let's start with the World Cup question. I don't think we gave Israel a red card, we gave it a yellow card. And I want you to know that I support Netherlands in the World Cup. But Israel needs to understand that the world has changed. We no longer live in the 70s when you can hide things. We live in a world where you can watch live wars on TV from CNN International, Al Jazeera International. You see Israeli aircraft flying over Gaza, bombing places, while Israeli citizens are picnicking on the outskirts watching it. This is the kind of world we live in. Global public opinion in a globalized world is as significant as the policies and the concrete outcomes of your actions. I've been many times to Israel. I have friends in Israel. And when we heard about the news of the Gaza war, this could be a short-term victory for Israel. But in the long term, we felt Israel's security was less after the Gaza war. We don't think the war served Israel's long-term security needs. And nor did it serve the region's security needs. I've been to Sderot, the town where the rockets were sent from Gaza. I've seen it. I haven't been to Gaza, but one day I'm sure we will. But our Israeli friends need to understand that neither their security nor the regional security needs are served by solving everything by force. And I think Amos Oz is a famous Israeli author who complains about that very eloquently in Haaretz. And we know there are a lot of smart people in Israel who understand how detrimental their own government's, current government's policies are to Israel's security. So it's a yellow card, and we hope that the players shape up and make sure that they can maintain in the game. Because if we play our game, there's no reason why we can't enjoy the prosperity, stability, and predictability that many Western Europeans have come to enjoy for decades. On your question, let me tell you that Prime Minister Erdogan is a very emotional man. He's a very sincere and genuine man. When you look into his face, you know whether he is angry or he is happy. He's not one of those diplomats who tell you one thing, and once you're out of the door, tells you about something very different. He's very genuine. I've watched him many times speaking to American congressmen, Israelis, Germans, whatever. I think he is the interlocutor that you would like, because you see what you get. Now, he is a human being. When he sees people injured, burned in hospital from Gaza, he gets impacted. I was also impacted when I met the 20 or so injured people from the flotilla incident in Ankara. We happen to be human, and we feel. And I agree that our neighborhood policy in the Middle East will continue to be on a morally and ethically high ground. I think Turkey may not be able to mediate in a number of conflicts anymore because it will be seen as a side. But as a Turkish parliamentarian, I feel it's more important for us to be on the right side of history rather than being able to mediate between conflicts. And you will see, hopefully our lifetime will allow it, that Turkey's current stance is both in the interest of the Arabs and also of Israelis in the region. Turkey will continue to articulate at the highest level, our Prime Minister, our Foreign Minister, and our President, as long as we are in government, the statements, the policies that have been articulated so far. Okay. Thank you very much.